Ever wondered what happens to your body when you consume too much fat? It's a question that's been asked by many, and the answer is a bit more complex than you might think. You see, fats play a crucial role in our bodies, providing essential fatty acids, serving as an energy source, and helping in the absorption of certain vitamins. However, just like anything else, too much of it can tip the balance and lead to health issues. Now, not all fats are created equal. We've got the good guys, the unsaturated fats, which can be found in foods like avocados and olive oil. Then we have the not-so-good guys, the saturated fats commonly found in animal products. And let's not forget the real villains, the trans fats, which are mostly found in processed foods. Now you may be asking, why does it matter what kind of fat I consume? Well, let's delve into that. When you consume more fat than your body needs, it doesn't just vanish, it sticks around, causing a cascade of effects. Let's take a moment to delve into these effects. When you indulge in a high-fat meal, you may feel the immediate aftermath. You might feel a bit sluggish, perhaps bloated. This is because fats are harder to digest and demand more energy from your body. So instead of feeling energized after a meal, you feel drained. But where does this excess fat go? It doesn't disappear into thin air. Your body, being an efficient machine, chooses to store it. This storage is primarily in your fat cells, which expand to make room for the additional fat. Now, the liver plays a crucial role here. It's like the traffic controller of your body, managing the flow of fats. When you consume too much fat, your liver works overtime to process it. Over time, this can lead to a condition called fatty liver disease, where fat accumulates in the liver itself, impairing its function. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. The long-term effects are even more concerning. Regular overconsumption of fat can lead to weight gain. As your fat cells expand, your body mass increases. This can put you at risk of obesity, a condition that affects 1 in 3 adults in the United States. Obesity, in turn, increases your risk of several serious health conditions. These include heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Heart disease is the leading cause of death globally, and excess dietary fat is one of its main contributors. In the case of diabetes, excess fat can lead to insulin resistance. This means your body is no longer able to regulate blood sugar effectively, resulting in high blood sugar levels. Over time, this can damage your organs and lead to diabetes. So you see, too much fat can take a toll on your body, but how much is too much? And are all fats equally harmful? Let's explore these questions in the next segment. It's one thing to say too much fat, but what does that mean exactly? Is there a magic number? Well, the answer isn't as straightforward as you might expect. When it comes to fat intake, there isn't a one-size-fits-all amount, because each person's needs are unique. Your age, sex, and activity level all play a role in determining how much fat you should consume each day. For instance, a sedentary woman in her 30s might need less fat than a highly active man in his 20s. The general recommendation is that fat should make up about 20 to 35% of your total daily calories. However, the type of fat you consume is just as important as the amount. Now let's talk about individual tolerance to fat. Some folks can eat a high-fat diet without any negative health effects, while others might see their cholesterol levels skyrocket after just a small increase in fat intake. Why is this? Well, genetics, metabolism, and lifestyle factors all play a part. But there's one type of fat that's universally bad for us: trans fats. These are industrially produced fats that raise your bad cholesterol, lower your good cholesterol, and increase your risk of heart disease. They're often found in processed foods like baked goods and fried snacks. So, no matter your individual tolerance to fat, it's best to avoid trans fats as much as possible. At the end of the day, the key is balance. Consuming too much fat, especially the wrong kind, can have negative health effects. But fat is also an essential part of our diet, providing energy and supporting cell growth. It's all about finding the right balance for your body and lifestyle. So, while there's no one-size-fits-all answer, being mindful of your fat intake is crucial. Now, let's look at some ways to manage your fat intake. Knowing the effects of too much fat and your personal threshold, the question becomes, how can you manage your fat intake? Well, folks, it's about being smart and making informed choices. You see, one of the easiest ways to manage fat intake is by reading food labels. They're there for a reason. They provide us with crucial information such as total fat, saturated fat, and trans fat content. So next time you're grocery shopping, take a moment to glance at those labels. Now let's talk about meat. We all love a good steak or a juicy burger. But here's the thing. Opting for lean meats can significantly reduce your fat intake. Go for cuts like skinless chicken, turkey, or fish. And if you're a red meat lover, choose lean cuts and aim to limit your consumption. But we're not just talking about cutting back on fat. We're also talking about incorporating more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains into your meals. These foods are not only low in fat, but also packed with essential nutrients and fiber that help you feel full and satisfied without overloading on fats. And let's not forget about regular physical activity. It plays a vital role in managing fat intake. Regular exercise helps burn off any excess fat and keeps your metabolism humming. It's not just about hitting the gym either. Simple activities like walking, cycling, or even dancing can do wonders. Let's put it this way. Managing your fat intake doesn't mean you have to give up the foods you love. It's about making better choices, and sometimes making small swaps. Swap that full-fat dairy for its low-fat counterpart, trade in your deep-fried snacks for oven-baked ones, and opt for whole grains instead of processed ones. And lastly, remember moderation is key. All fats are not created equal. There are good fats like those found in avocados, nuts, and oily fish, and bad fats like trans fats and saturated fats. It's about learning to choose the right fats in the right amounts. Remember, it's not about eliminating fats, but about finding a balance. So keep these tips in mind and take charge of your health. So we've learned quite a bit about fat today, haven't we? From its role in our body to the impacts of overindulgence, understanding our own fat threshold, and managing our intake. Remember, every bite you take is a step toward your health. Choose wisely and your body will thank you.